guys, welcome to Nordic coaching. I just dropped my daughter off from school. Guys, I have the morning face on to a T. In today's conversation, we're going to be talking about a real important topic. You need to break your cage or your cage will break you. I want to start this conversation by just stating that I have always been an avid traveler, right? I love to travel. People assume the whole reason I travel is just because I like to travel, right? No. One thing that I have been really stigmatized for is the fact that I take my kids with me. My kids have been traveling since they were babies, okay? And the whole reason for that is to show them that there's more to this world. Have you guys met people that have never really been cultured? People that have never really left their nest, have only stayed in their hometown, has never tried new foods, have never tried new experiences and met different people? Those people are so limited with their mindsets. How they think is limited. Their views are limited. How they perceive the world is very limited. How you want to break your cage is expanding it, right? Not being confined to only one way of living. Not thinking that outside of your window is all that there is. Your group of friends is all that there is. And another big problem that a lot of us have is hanging around like-minded people. Why? Because we like to be around people that agree with the same things that we agree with. People that make us feel comfortable. People that don't make us say, I've been believing this to be true, but now I'm hearing this person's perceptions and beliefs on things. I may not agree, but I can understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean? Since I was young, one thing that I love my mom for really doing is for having us travel young. I traveled by myself really young, and that really expanded the doors for me. I got to meet just so many beautiful people and see like the Bronx is not all there is. And one thing that my mother also did, which is freaking dope and which I do now, my mom had us going to school outside of our neighborhood. So I grew up in the Bronx, but I went to school in Harlem since kindergarten to high school. And my mom is such a powerhouse. There was a school right down the block from my house. And my mom, she could have just had us walking to school by herself, not even have to worry about taking us to school. But my mom was a trooper, guys. She would have us up early in the morning. We had to get ready before anyone else did around where we lived, and she would troop with us on the train almost every morning until we were actually able to go by ourselves. For her, she was like, I don't want to put you in this sucky ass school right down the block where, you know, people have a limited mindset. They're just gonna want to teach you one-sided. She sent us to a school that was so just mind-blowing. Like, their views on how to teach were just awesome. Like, their views were all about let's show, let's involve the kids in activities. It was all hands-on. Like, my schools in Harlem were so good. I've learned so much, and I still have a couple of friends now. And then you look at people that just went to these schools where they didn't really teach nothing. They don't really know and what it is to really go to a good school, to really experience all of these things. Like, listen, some of my best friends in school, they were teachers, right? We used to go to my teacher's house and have pizza parties, me and my friends. And nowadays you will look at it like, oh, well, that teacher's a sex offender and, you know, you can't. No, I've never had no experiences like that. I actually had an awesome teacher. His name was Tom. He was one of my favorite teachers. He played that father figure role for me. He showered me with that male love, but that male love of like, you can be anything you want to be. I support you. Like, that was something that I needed. Tom is a teacher I will never forget. Rest in peace, Tom. I love you, and thank you for just encouraging me to be my best self and showing me that male love when I really didn't have that. So thank you. And I got coffee, so you know I had to make a stop, guys, because it's early, okay? And I'm like, you know what, girl, you got to be more consistent with these videos. You got to stop making excuses, get the camera out. So it is what it is. We here. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple of tips and tricks and magical things that you can do to just break out of your cage, guys. Break out of your cage, because no one's gonna come with the magic key to come open it. The first tip is this: stop hanging around people that have a limited mindset. Stop hanging around people that are quick to make assumptions on what age you can start your career. Stop hanging around people that are just one-sided and really do not open up their horizons to you can be anything you want to be. Start hanging around people that are cultured. Stop hanging around people that do more gossiping than trying to make travel plans, guys. Trying to be like, listen, we gotta go here, we gotta do this. Start hanging around people that want to help you grow, want to help you with your resume, want to help you succeed. Not people that just want to gossip about people all day, people that just talk about all their fears and how they don't want to fly because of this and how they're scared of germs and all of these other nonsensical things. Stop hanging around with people like that and start hanging around people that embody the person that you want to be. If you want to be successful in a business, start hanging around successful people. If you want to be fit, and start hanging around people that want to eat right, work on their fitness goals, talk about new techniques to lose weight. Start hanging around those people. Stop hanging around judgmental people. That is the first thing you can do to break out of your cage. Secondly is this: start flying. Literally start flying. Start investing in traveling, guys. Travel. Think of a place that you always wanted to go to. Think of a place that you've been afraid to go to. Think of a place to where you've said in your mind, I would really like to have a front row seat on how people live, think, eat. You know, there are some countries to where there's this stigma behind it, which is, oh, these people are barbarians, these people don't care about their country, you know, these people are dangerous. And then you go there and you realize, hold up, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Start expanding your travel, because I'm telling you, we could all get passports. And if you can't get your passport, fight for it. But we all have the option to get our passports, yet very few people have stamps on them. Yeah, you get your passport, but you don't got no stamps in that book, bruh. Get your stamps up. See the world. Fly. Literally start flying. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, it's so scary to fly. I just want to say, listen, the statistics of you dying in a plane crash is much lower than you actually dying in a car crash. So stop being afraid to fly and start taking the risk. Start trusting in God. Start just knowing that you are on this journey for a reason. You are watching this video for a reason. This video didn't just come up to you just because it just randomly did. I believe that when you are supposed to find something, it will come to you. When you are supposed to learn something, it will come to you, but you got to be open to it. A lot of times you could just watch a video and it could go right over your head and you not even think about what's being said. You not even put into action. And that's another video that I'm gonna make. Putting things into action and not just getting the information. And you guys are gonna laugh at me, but this is how I take notes. I was in a coffee shop. I'm like, you know what? You gotta make this video, right? So wrote down some of the key points that I'm gonna talk about. And these videos are non-scripted. I really do feel like whatever that I'm supposed to talk about is gonna come to me. And then it's just like information comes in, write it down. Okay, so here's one thing, here's another thing. And then I just go off of them, but I don't have scripts for these videos, okay? And later on, maybe, but as of now, I'm just trying to talk about the stuff that I feel like I need to talk about. So number 3, believe that you can do and be and have anything that you want. That is when you know that you have broke out of your cage. Because the limited cage mindset and being confined is that you can't have certain things. You can't go certain places. Why? Because of course that you're confined in your cage. So when you believe that you can go anywhere you want, you can be with any person that you want, you break out of your cage, because that's facts, guys. All of the famous people that have succeeded, they had a whole bunch of failures to where people were like, you need to give up. Are you crazy? You keep on trying, but you're not getting nowhere. They believe that they can be a basketball player. They believe that they can be a superstar. They believe that they can be with this partner. They believe that they could have this house and this car. They believe that no matter what anyone told them, that was their belief. And they didn't sway from that belief. You need to believe that you can have anything that you want. And do not stop until you get that thing. Be consistent with it. If you believe that you're supposed to have a certain partner, you have to be that partner first. You have to believe that you deserve that partner. And then also you got to be realistic and say, would that partner want to be with somebody like me now? That person is a high figure person. And that person is all about fitness and positivity and just a whole nother mindset. Why would that person want to be around you when you're negative, when you don't care what you consume? You gotta be who you want first. and believe again. So that's point 3. Just believe that you can have it. Believe that you can fly. And I just want to say that if anybody feels like anybody can benefit from my videos, please share, guys. Share these videos. Share it to someone that you feel like needs a little bit of help in whatever department they are. Share it to someone that you feel like is still limited in their small cage. Share it, because as I always say, what you give comes right back to you. And if you have not, please like the video, subscribe. It really does help the channel. But again, guys, I want value subscribers. Please just only subscribe if you like my content. Please only subscribe if you like my channel. And if not, that's okay too. I'm glad that you watched. And again, thank you so much for watching. This is Nordic Coaching. And yeah, break your cage. No one's gonna come break it for you. Bye.